The first of many special tournaments to launch in Raid Shadow Legends is here. The first one is Fire Knight tournament. It's special because this tournament requires you to use champions from a specific faction. So this Fire Knight, as you see it right here, the event has launched. If you head over to the tournament right there, you see the rules right there. Use DemonSpawn faction champions. I just wanted to wait till this tournament launch to know if these rewards are even worth going for. And as I look at the top right there, you can see a void shard at 2,100 points mark, and I tell you that is worth going for if you have the DemonSpawn champions to make it work. Now, if you do not have the DemonSpawn champions to make it work, if you intend to just use one or two and farm it at level 10, that 2,100 mark is not worth it. The only reason why I recommend a newer player like the Noob to Pro series to go for it with one or two at level 10 of the Fire Knight is to get just these top rewards. Maybe you get 400 points, 500 points, and you're done. You're not trying to use level 10 to go up to 2,100 points. So in this video, I wanted to show you my team that can beat the Fire Knight at level 20, my DemonSpawn faction only team that I put together. And there is one thing that you know about all these teams: they always feature a turn meter reduction champion, because the Fire Knight needs that to keep his shield down the entire time. The champion that I'm talking about who can do it the better is Allure. Even if she's negative affinity for level 20, she still keeps the turn meter of the Fire Knight boss down. Not only that, she also helps contribute to breaking the shield of the Fire Knight boss also. Another champion that a lot of people seem to have is Helicat. He comes in there with a double hitter, and I put in my Drexter. That's another free champion that you can obtain for free. And yeah, 3 hitter on the A1. That's why I have this champion in my team, because he can contribute to taking down the shield of the boss. So 4 hitter, 3 hitter, that's already a 7 hit. Then the others can do single hits, but I think Magna does have a double hit on his A1 skill. So if I show you my team presets, Allure is always set to use an A1 on the boss. Everybody knows that. If you do not have an Allure, you can still do this, but it will just be a longer time. The Fire Knight boss will heal because you don't have heal reduction right there, and you don't have turn meter reduction, so he will come up. But you still kill him with these nukers if you have heavy nukers like I do. Like the most attainable one is Magna. A lot of people do have Magna as their heavy nuker. So that's Drexter on the boss, opening with the A1. Did I set it? Yes. So Drexter is set to open with the A1. For the waves, he can do whatever he wants. I don't care about that. And then another important champion is Allure. For the waves, she's set to use her A2. Actually, yes. Normally, we don't let Allure use her A2. We set her to use her A1 the entire battle. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. But for this particular piece of content, I don't have decrease defense champion. AoE decrease defense, that's what I'm talking about. I think there's an epic champion who has that AoE decrease defense, the bigger version, but I do not have that epic champion. I thought I had him. I think I used him as food. I think because I thought this was a trash champion. Now I found out he's the only DemonSpawn faction champion that has that AoE decrease defense as an epic. Yeah, on a 3-turn cooldown. So I don't have that champion. So Allure is my decrease defense champion, at least for the waves. So at the first wave, I expect her to open with this skill. At the second wave, I expect her to open with this skill. That small version of decrease defense also helps my nukers do a little bit more damage. Yes, even if she's negative affinity, she does place that decrease defense. I'll run the battle so you can see a sample run how it goes. But on the boss, I don't need her to do that decrease defense, right? I should even turn it off so she doesn't use it. She's not going to use it. I should turn it off for the boss. Why? Because I do have another champion coming in right there. Magna on his A1 has decreased defense, and that's his skill right there. Decreased defense, 60% decreased defense, 2-turn cooldown, 45% chance booked up right there to a higher chance of landing it, and he does land it most of the time. If he misses it the first time, the second time he'll land that decreased defense on the boss. So he's opening on the boss battle with his A1. I should set that so he doesn't use any of his skills for that boss stage. Well, other skills, wave 2, wave 3, wave 1 and 2, he can use whatever he wants. It's Magna, no problem. I do have Kaima. You do not need Kaima, but he's just to reset their skills so they can do it again on wave 2 if they don't take it down. But for Kaima, as usual, as we use him in the dungeons, we tell him not to use his reset skill on wave 1, while we tell him to open with it on wave 2. For the boss, he's opening with his A1 also, and that's how he's set up. Now you do not need Candlephone. I just said that's the only nuker I have along with Magna for this faction. That's why I have him in here. He's opening with the A1, and he's free to do whatever he wants on wave 1 and wave 2. Now you might want to set him not to use this on the hunt. If you have decreased defense, he can nuke them, but because I don't have decreased defense, I need him to use it to boost his damage up so he can nuke them better on his second turn. So that's why I let him use this skill and for round 1 and 2. But for the boss, he still is able to use it. I let him use it because yeah, it helps him do more damage on the boss also, even if I have decreased defense out there. So in total, the run should be about 1 minute or 2 minutes for dungeon 20. That's a fast time for a restricted faction. That's also very impressive. So that's why I wanted to share it with you. If it's not a build or a team that I'm proud of, I wouldn't have posted this video. But it's a level 20 dungeon for an endgame account, so we're gonna nuke and crush through everything. All right, at the end of the battle, I'll show you the stats of this champion. For now, let's take a look at the run and see how it flows. Like I said, Void Shard is the reward that I'm eyeing for, because this weekend is 2x Void. So every way in raid, as a free-to-play player, that you can obtain these shards, you don't just ignore it. Especially when you will be farming extra resources in terms of artifacts. Yes, we're just farming this right now. It seems like it's only Fire Knight we're doing it for a tournament. No, we're also doing it for the Savage Set event. Yes, a Savage Set drop frenzy is on, that you have double chance, 2x chance of dropping, of getting frenzy, getting Savage Set from the Fire Knights. So that's another reason to run for it. Once I hit my 2100 mark, I'm gonna run level 25 with my normal team. All right, that's the decrease events out there. It landed on only 2 champions, and that's Magna's nuke. And then I'm waiting for the second nuke from this dude, Kandafron nuke, and that's it. And we can just clean up for that. I should be able to nuke them all down one time if I had a big version of decrease defense, but I do not have, so it's a little bit longer. Okay, Magna comes in there and help me with that big one. Reset, let's do it again. Decrease defense, land on how many people? 3 people. So even if she's negative affinity, she does get it out there sometimes. And nuke from Magna. I'm waiting for that Kandafron nuke, see if he can clear this wave this time around with his nuke. He did. So that's impressive. 1 minute to the boss. That means we can spend the rest of the 1 minute on the boss right now. Alor comes in there with that A1. If you do have Phantom Touch, put it on your Alor. I do not have her blessing unlocked yet. That's why she's only doing 4 hits right there. I'm waiting for Magnus to do his decrease defense. He got the chance to do his A1, but he didn't land that decrease defense. That's bad. If Magna does not land his decrease defense, this run is going to be a little bit longer. He resisted? Come on! How is my Magna resisted? He does have enough accuracy, right? Well, I don't think so. Magna is built for HP and crit damage and crit rate. I didn't really put much accuracy on this champion. Maybe that's why he got resisted at this level. But I hope he can be able to do it, because if he doesn't land that decrease defense, this run is going to be a 3-minute run, which is still not bad. See, he's using his big nukes right now because Kaima reset his skill. The first time I run it was exactly 1 minute 50 something seconds, but this time around, because I started recording, it thought it's not going to land my decrease defense out there for me. Decrease defense, yes, finally. So once it's on the boss, we now know that this run will be a lot faster, because check out that nuke right there from Kandafron, and then everybody can start doing bigger hits with their War Master or Giant Slayer hits also. My Alor does not have Giants and War Master up till today. I think Giant Slayer, I'm gonna finish a mastery soon. For content, I needed her for back in the day. I didn't want to get masteries on her, but for right now, where I use her in content where she actually contributes to the damage, I think it's time I get back to the Minotaur and finish her masteries. See, she's not proccing any. I think that's 24k. Is that War Master hits or Giant Slayer hits? I don't think I finished her masteries. I'll check. When I show you her stats for all this champion, we'll see if she has full masteries. So in the comments below, let me know what you think about this tournament. If you think it's worth going for. Personally, like I said, the Void Shard is all I'm interested in. And if I can win my tournament, it will be nice. But I'm guessing a lot of people will go for this, so it's not going to be easy to win this type of tournament. And I'm kind of saving my energy and resources for other tournaments that are currently going on. I'm talking about the champion training, which has a legendary skill tome. So I might be spending resources there instead of trying to push to get a relentless set from this one at the first winner. No. Even with negative affinity, Allah kept the turn meter down the entire time, and this boss did not get a chance to take a turn. Like I said, the decrease defense was not landed fast enough. That's why this one became a 3-minute run. But it's something I'm not going to run right now during the day when I'm playing the game. No, it's something I will let run all night with RSL helper, and it will be running all night right there. All right, let me show you the stats of this champion from RSL helper so we don't waste much time on it. The first champion that is on the leader slot is Drexter, and that's his stats right there. Speed is 208. A1, that's what he brings to this team. It doesn't really bring much. He's just there for that A1 on the boss to that triple hit, and that's his masteries also. Old Drexter build that I need to revise, but he's good for Doom Tower with that much accuracy, 386, and high 320 accuracy for Doom Tower also. And Hydra. Next one, Kandraphone. I do have a dedicated video about Kandraphone. You can find it on the champion guides playlist on my channel, and that's his build and masteries and blessing, everything all in one place thanks to RSL helper. And yeah, you can take a look at it and see if you have the stats that is required to make it happen in a savage set and masteries done. The next champion that made this possible is Prince Kaima, arena build also, speed up to 299 speed Kaima. That's a fast one, built with support and defense masteries, not offense masteries. And no crit rate, but a little bit of crit damage, high accuracy right there, 452, enough for PvP content, I think. And yeah, that's what it brings to the team, just to reset my skills and let me use them again. Magna, savage set also, built as an arena nuker for 3v3 arena. 171 accuracy, that's why I wasn't landing it. He needs about 200 accuracy to consistently not be resisted, I think, on that boss. So I might use some glyph to see if I can get his accuracy up to 180 or 190 and see if that can help. His masteries are done, and yeah, crit rate and crit damage built for PvP content also. The last champion is Alor, which is the MVP, because without her, that boss will take turns and the run will become even 4 to 5 minutes. We will not die. Oh well, I don't have a healer right there. We could die, but it's just gonna, she made it safe. Yeah, I do have Giant Slayer on her. Wow, that's what she was proccing. And she's built with this set that I was using for Scarab boss. I was using that for the Scarab. Yeah, that's her speed, 272 speed, and not for the Scarab boss, 328 accuracy. Those are the two things she needs, and she needs 100% crit, of course. All right, that's Alor. And yeah, let me know what you think about this one. Let me show you some other champions who can serve that same purpose in this team that I do have on my team. I could have brought in a ally protection champion. What's his name? A legendary champion that I own, DemonSpawn. I'm not going to the legendaries, I'm just going towards here. Tyrant Elixomo is one that I thought about, but he doesn't bring much. His A1 is single hitter, right? That's a single hitter A1. So but if you need a healer or a reviver, you don't have an Alor. Well, he doesn't revive, but he does have that ally protection and that HP bond that could do some work on the boss slowly. It's a slow run with him in the team. As for Lord Shazar, that's not somebody you want in here. I do have Cecilia. People say she's good, but for the boss, because she's not having multiple arts to do that HP bond, it's a slower HP bond that she does there, and she doesn't bring much to that. She deals with a boss that has multiple side arts with him. I also have Echo the Seared, another HP bond. A lot of HP bond in this DemonSpawn faction, but I did not bring in this team because, again, he does a lot with wave content, but not really helpful for the boss itself, because he can't reset the cooldown of the boss skill or anything like that. Vildrax, not that great. Soul Drinker, no. Nazana, ally protection, also good to keep somebody alive. Achak helps you become a little bit faster to boost your team along. And Golos is the one that I say people are using as decreased defense champion. Where is the skill? Decreased defense, yes. And I, for some reason, use this champion. All the copies I have of him as food. So currently I do not have any copy of him in my inventory. That's kind of sad. I did use Umbrella Enchantress for other content she's built, but for this content she's not needed. Although she does have that single target on the A1, which is also not useful for this boss at all. For the wave, if you're dying, she might help you along. And that's all the champions I think that are useful in this battle. Skinfos I think is good for turn meter. Paidman not that great either. Yeah, let me know what you think about this one, if you're going for this level 20 or if you go put one or two DemonSpawn faction champions together and beat this boss at level 10. Do you think that's worth it? Especially if you see that nobody on your faction or on your leaderboard is going for this. You might want to snag that first position by beating the boss 3 to 4 times at level 10. I might try that on my Noob to Pro if nobody is going for it. I'll give an update later in the evening to see how the Noob to Pro is doing in this event. So watch out for the next ones. After 2 days or 3 days, this one expired. The next one I'll also show you a team. I'm looking forward to that arena one because I also have the good champions that can make an arena team work with a specific faction or a pact. Hit that like button in this video for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Raid Shadow Legends content. I hope this one was relatable to most people, even if it was filled with champions that are fully maxed and kind of end game. Later guys.